Hello, Demis, Roussos. Tropicana Bay is your latest single of your new album. But before that, we didn't hear about 4 years from you. How come?
Well, I have done so much back in the 70s. It was really a very big thing, Demis Roussos. And I didn't know what more could I do, no? So I wrote my life in a book. I mean, I gave my memories to somebody who wrote a book and he mixed it with some diet stuff. And I decided sort of retiring. And a couple of years ago, you know, it happened as sort of an accident to me on a plane with a hijacking and things. And I understood in these moments, in these hours, how important life was and how important music is, because what I can give to people is music. This is what they need in their life. And you know, a lot of people speak about peace, and I would like to scream about peace. I would like to scream about justice around the world. And the only way to do it is with music, you know. I'm not a politician, so I can do it with music. And I understood how important music and life is during my ordeal, or during my adventure, or whatever you want to call it.
Could you tell us something more about your adventure?
No, we're not here to talk about that. It just happened to me. It doesn't matter what it was. I went through and I understood things about life. That's the most important thing.
But it must have been very hard.
Of course it was hard. And but sometimes you learn from hard experiences, you know. And I started making music again, hoping that everything is I'm going to put a little bit of me into the hope of the humanity and of life. And that's why I came back to music. Tropicana Bay is just a nice song from an album which can remind you of holidays or things like that, and it's exotical. But it's not only that, it doesn't stop that. I want to go more far and fight more with music for justice and love and peace around the world.
Is that one of the reasons that you went on such a great tour to Russia, for example?
Could be. It could be. But Russia is an old plan that I had in the past. I wanted to visit Russia because, I mean, during my successful days, I've been everywhere. I haven't been to the Soviet Union, and I wanted to see how it is over there. And I must say that I had a very good time. The people are very, very thirsty for music. I had about 500,000 people came to my concerts. They were on stage, they were singing, they were dancing with me. They were quiet when they felt like being quiet, you know. Anyway, it was very good, and I enjoyed that.
I've got a photograph here. This is a very old one. Is this Aphrodite's child, right?
This is Aphrodite's child, yes.
What's the year this picture was taken?
1968.
1968. Well, you're about, let's say, nearly 20 years in the music now.
Yes.
What's changed in music, do you feel?
Well, there is a lot of change. First of all, there's no more music. There's very few real music. Most of the things is sounds. And I mean, today there is a new thing that comes out in the States. It's called the New Age music. I don't know how much it affected Europe already, but it affects the United States more and more. And I personally do not really understand this. There's no music there. There's just spacey sounds. And people look like they're hooked at it. And of course, in America, everything is business. And they're doing it. But I hope that they will come back to music, people. And I hope it's not going to affect Europe that much. Since the last 10 years, there is, of course, much more synthesized sounds. And there's a lot of groups, and every week almost you see a new face in the hit parade that probably you're not going to see it again next week, which means that there is no career anymore except very few people. I must be honest, a few of these acts, they're very talented, in my opinion, and very good.
Who, for example?
Yeah, I'm expecting that question. Well, I like the Eurythmics. I think they have, I mean, she's a great singer, and the sound is good. I like very much UB40, I mean, from all these new things. And And there's quite a few others that I really like. I think that Boy George in the 80s, he did exactly what Demis Roussos did in the 70s, plus the makeup, because he was wearing the kaftans like I did in the 70s. But on top of it, I mean, he made up himself, which I didn't. And there's quite a few things I saw in the last 20 years passing in front of me. And it is interesting. I think from my son and my daughter, I learn more about them than from myself. You know?
Well, that's normal.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about the past and the present. What do you think the future will bring for you?
For me, I don't know what it will bring. I know what I want. I want to keep making music with a lot of help, moral help from God, and with a lot of hope for the humanity.
Are you very religious?
Yes, I am. I'm not a practitioner. I'm not a practitioner, but I am religious, yes.
Well, I wish you very much success, although you have already a whole lot of success. And what we're going to do now is listen to Tropicana Bay.
Okay, let's do that. I think it's good fun. And thank you very much again.
Thank you very much.
I wish to all your viewers and everybody in this country that I know that they love me, a happy new year, of course.
Thank you very much.